The New York City Skyline? Just the phrase evokes images of towering structures. A jagged silhouette against the sky, a symbol of ambition, innovation, and the relentless pursuit of progress. But this iconic vista didn't appear overnight. It's a story etched in steel and stone. A century-long evolution, driven by technological advancements, economic booms, and the audacious dreams of architects and developers. To truly appreciate the modern marvel, we must first journey back to the dawn of the skyscraper age, a time when New York began its ascent towards the heavens. At the turn of the 20th century, New York was already a burgeoning metropolis, a magnet for immigrants and industry. The invention of the elevator and the development of steel frame construction revolutionized building, making it possible to erect structures taller than ever before. The skyline of the time was dominated by churches, lorries, commercial buildings, and the occasional tall building that barely scraped 20 stories. But a new era was dawning, fueled by the competitive spirit of a rapidly growing city. The early decades of the 20th century saw a flurry of experimentation and innovation in skyscraper design. Architects embraced new styles, from the ornate Beaux-Arts influence seen in early giants like the Singer Building, completed in 1908, and the Metropolitan Life Insurance Company Tower, completed in 1909, to the more functional and commercially driven designs that followed. These weren't just about height. They were about making a statement, establishing a corporate identity, and showcasing the power of American industry. The Woolworth Building, completed in 1930, was a landmark moment, standing at an impressive 792 feet. It was the tallest building in the world until 1930. Its elegant Gothic revival architecture, clad in terracotta, earned it the nickname the Cathedral of Commerce and set a new standard for skyscraper design. It demonstrated the aesthetic possibilities of these new vertical structures. The Roaring '20s brought an even greater appetite for tall buildings. Economic prosperity and a sense of optimism fueled the construction boom. Architects like William Van Allen and H. Craig Severance pushed the boundaries of design and height. This era culminated in a fierce race to build the tallest building in the world, a competition that would define the New York skyline for decades to come. The contenders were the Chrysler Building and the Empire State Building, each representing a unique vision of the modern skyscraper. The late 1920s and early 1930s witnessed a thrilling battle for skyscraper supremacy in New York City. The Chrysler Building, with its distinctive Art Deco spire designed by William Van Allen, briefly held the title of world's tallest upon its completion in 1930, reaching a height of 1,046 feet. Its gleaming stainless steel crown, inspired by Chrysler car hub, was a testament to the era's fascination with industry and modernity. However, the Chrysler Building's reign was short-lived. Just a year later, in 1931, the Empire State Building was completed, soaring to an even greater height of 1,250 feet, and later extended with an antenna to 1,454 feet. Designed by Shreve, Lamb, and Harmon, the Empire State Building was a more streamlined and functional Art Deco masterpiece. Its sheer scale and its prominent position quickly made it the defining landmark of the New York skyline and a global icon of American ingenuity. The Art Deco style, with its geometric patterns, rich materials, and sense of verticality, became the dominant architectural language of the New York skyscraper in this era. Buildings like the RCA Building, now 30 Rockefeller Plaza, in Rockefeller Center, completed in the early 1930s, further exemplified this style and contributed to the city's increasingly dramatic silhouette. The Great Depression of the 1930s brought a slowdown in construction, but the iconic skyscrapers built in the preceding decade had already cemented New York's reputation as a city of towering ambition. These buildings weren't just about reaching for the sky. They were statements of resilience and hope during a time of economic hardship. The skyline itself became a symbol of American strength and perseverance. World War II further curtailed major construction projects. However, the period from 1900 to 1945 laid the foundational layer of the New York City skyline, establishing its vertical character and introducing architectural styles that would continue to influence design for years to come. The race to the top had not only produced record-breaking structures, but had also forged an identity for the city that was inextricably linked to its soaring towers. The post-World War II era ushered in a new wave of economic prosperity and a shift in architectural aesthetics. The ornate details of Art Deco gave way to the cleaner lines and functional forms of modernism. New building materials, such as glass and steel, became more prevalent, leading to a different visual language for the skyline. The United Nations headquarters, completed in 1952, was a significant early example of modernist architecture in New York. Its sleek, glass-clad Secretariat building offered a stark contrast to the masonry giants of the past, symbolizing a new era of international cooperation and architectural simplicity. The decades that followed saw a continued boom in commercial construction. Many older, smaller buildings were demolished to make way for larger, more efficient office towers. Park Avenue became a showcase for this new style, with buildings like the Seagram Building, 1958, designed by Ludwig Mies van der Rohe and Philip Johnson, setting a new standard for elegant and minimalist skyscraper design. Its bronze and glass facade and its setback from the street created a sophisticated and influential aesthetic. The 1960s and 70s brought even larger scale developments, often characterized by more monolithic forms. The World Trade Center, completed in the early 1970s, with its iconic twin towers, became the tallest buildings in the world, briefly surpassing the Empire State Building. While their architectural style was debated, their sheer scale and prominence dominated the lower Manhattan skyline and became a powerful symbol of global commerce. This period also saw the rise of Skidmore, Owings & Merrill, Solm as a major architectural firm shaping the New York skyline, with influential designs like One Chase Manhattan Plaza, 1961. While the focus remained largely on commercial development, there were also notable residential towers that contributed to the evolving silhouette. By the end of the 1990s, the New York skyline was a dense tapestry of architectural styles, with the Art Deco masterpieces standing alongside. The sleek glass and steel towers of the modernist era, each telling a story of its time. The late 20th and early 21st centuries have brought further significant changes to the New York City skyline, marked by a renewed emphasis on innovative design, sustainability, and a response to the tragic events of September 11th, 2001, the destruction of the World Trade Center created a profound void in the lower Manhattan skyline and sparked a global competition to design its replacement. The One World Trade Center, also known as Freedom Tower, completed in 2014, now stands as a powerful symbol of resilience and rebirth, reaching a symbolic height of 1,776 feet. It's sleek. Modern design reflects the architectural sensibilities of the 21st century. Beyond the World Trade Center site, the New York skyline has continued to evolve with a new generation of super-tall and slender residential towers, particularly along Billionaires Row on 57th Street and other prime locations. Buildings like Central Park Tower, completed in 2020, and 111 West 57 Street, completed in 2021, are characterized by their extreme height and elegant, minimalist designs, often pushing the boundaries of engineering and construction. Architects are also increasingly incorporating sustainable design principles into new skyscrapers, aiming for greater energy efficiency and reduced environmental impact. The integration of green roofs, advanced climate control systems, and the use of sustainable materials are becoming more common. Looking towards the future, the New York City skyline will likely continue its vertical ascent, driven by the city's enduring appeal as a global center for business, culture, and innovation. New technologies and design concepts will undoubtedly shape the next generation of skyscrapers. As regulations and societal priorities evolve, we may see even greater emphasis on mixed-use developments and public spaces integrated into these towering structures. From the pioneering steel-frame buildings of the early 1900s to the soaring, technologically advanced towers of today, the evolution of the New York City skyline is a visual chronicle of the city's history, its ambitions, and its unwavering drive to reach for the sky. It remains a dynamic and ever-changing masterpiece, a testament to human ingenuity and the enduring spirit of New York.